Okay?
That's for you.
I understand, it's for me to understand. But I am giving you a fact, actually bit of a fact, that the nose arc, it is there, the whole event is recorded, yes, but we don't know, we do not get from Quran the locations. Okay, so it could have happened anywhere on planet Earth, for that matter. So please, what my request is that you need to understand that
Alright, it's working. We're good to go now. Yes, sir. We can continue.
So,
all right. Well, we've all had our interaction. Let's go to the next question in dialogue. We'll see what we got here. We're going to look at our dialogue from 2014.
What I'm saying is, Libb, you need to understand that there are many things that you might think that it's in Quran, but it's not. A lot of people actually mix this information.
No, that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that Na is in the Quran, Na is in the Bible, Na is in the Torah, and Na is in
So you're
Egyptian.
taking it collectively?
No. If the story is the same in the Quran and it's the same in the Egyptian religion, and if it's the same in there has to be an original source for the story. People didn't think this flood person with an ark up, and for example, in the Rig Veda, it's called Manu's boat, and it's not, and it's he builds a boat and there's a fish. But so you can either think that this was all divine, or you can rationale out that the story has an original source and it was dispersed as people migrated, and the story's changed.
So again, we can have two versions, right? One version is absolutely incorrect, and it is based on the 150 day cycle.
Yeah.
All right, and the other one is that this could have been the
Oh,
story.
and we forgot this. So you said about the soul splitting, right?
Yeah.
So the third point of insisting about the diagram you made is that when Plato went to Egypt, he studied under the Egyptian theories. So originally, the Tum has the first world soul.
Yeah.
And he splits out and makes the gods Shu and Tefnut. And now they're said to have a half soul.
Mm-hmm.
And he has the original soul. So
Okay.
Plato went over there, and he translated that around to the effect that there's original soul, and this gets split in half, the Greek version. And
okay.
Zeus is the one that splits the soul.
Yeah.
And so we know that Plato learned that in Greece, and that got passed along to the other. So whatever you see anything about one soul being split in two souls, it's so you can even see Zeus. Here's Zeus.
Where does it?
There's Zeus,
refer to Islam?
and he splits the. Originally they're stuck together, and Zeus uses his finger and splits the people into two souls. But this is
No,
Whose idea is this?
that's Plato's version. Plato.
Okay, so you were referring to, alright, I now understand. You're referring to the event written in Quran that from Adam came Eve. You're referring to that in Quran?
No, just anytime you. In the Christian version, they say first came Adam. I guess in the Quran.
It's also in the Quran.
Jewish Quran version
from this person came this person. Yes.
No, first they made Adam.
Yeah.
And then God took Adam's rib out and made Eve. So it's splitting up the clay.
It's not said in Quran. It's in Hadith. It is not in Quran. It is in the sayings of Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah, but the point here is that.
But we consider to both the same.
Yeah. But the point here is, this is what happens when Mirza and I started debating in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
We originally had this. We were working on the chemical thermodynamics, and all of a sudden we're arguing for 3 months about whether Adam was this and Adam was that. So those are kind of. You can go on and argue for months and months about that.
I do agree with you.
You lose track of the.
All right.
That's exactly.
I agree with you on
that's
that.
Why it's
and just okay. What we can agree on is you can give the version a version of the reality that you have, and I can present it, and we do not argue, and we move on on the next argument.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, but I try to I spend maybe like 10-15% of my 10% of my time on
30 seconds. I'm saying 30 seconds. Take 30 seconds. Explain what you think. I can give you.
No, I'm saying I'm just saying in general, my general philosophy when I do
Yeah.
online research and stuff. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Go for the observable,
Mhm.
yes, and then we can search the soul. No problem.
Yeah.
I'm not that much worried about the messengers. If they have their own interpretation, but they are intuitions.
Yeah, where's the food?
Whatever has been conveyed to us is based on intuitions communicated by Allah.
Okay, let's look at this one here. This is comment number 5.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll say, I tell you, listen, Mirza, you can either side with
But
the
not both.
you
Yes.
cannot side. You can either side with the Quran or side with physical chemistry, but not both. So
That would be myopic in approach, since Quran, Islam, and for that matter, any religion has a way of life. All religions, including Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, and Buddhism, have laid down guiding principles on
Signed and sealed.
living a civilized life. All messengers and reformers have demonstrated through words and deeds that it is possible to live without polarization. Okay, all right. Okay, let's move forward.
move forward. Go to the next one.
Islam.
Okay, well,
That is
see.
we have life.
The concept
Who
of
is-
energy, the concept of thermodynamics
Yeah.
in Islam comes right in the beginning.
Yeah.
We think that Adam was given energy,
Yeah.
power, and that's why we think everything is like, in every term we think energy. So in I would beg your pardon on that,
Sure.
but Islam cannot be actually separated from the energy point of view.
Yeah. Well,
We consider there is a holy verse.
yeah.
It's not in Quran, but it's a holy thing,
Mhm.
and we call it La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. It says no power or no force
Mhm.
comes except for Allah,
Mm. Yeah.
except from Allah. So it means that everything which we talk about in as far as thermodynamics is concerned, we actually, if you can actually accept that and bracket it out, all our theories are going to actually make sense to you.
Yeah.
But that bracketing out, we can actually manage it to pull out and put it at the end of the
Yeah.
argument, so that people don't feel alienated.
Yeah.
That's what we can
Yeah,
do.
there's a little bit of something that the way it works in the Christian community, because the Christian community's been through all this already. There's certain transformations that the people go through, and they kind of they'll get in the phase where they're trying to argue that for example, Mirza in his book cites the work of Robert Mayer in the first law of thermodynamics. He says because the blood is different color in the tropics and different color in cold climates, that the energy is conserved. Now, James Joule is the unit of energy. So when you pay your electric bill, you're paying units of energy in Joule.
Mhm.
Now, all the work that James Joule did, he did all these experiments where he took a rock and dropped it, and he tied the rock to a pulley, and he had the pulley tied to a paddle wheel. So the paddle wheel turned the water. So he measured the amount of work that went in dropping the weight. You can calculate its work is equals force times distance times height, or work equals F mass times distance times height. And then he calculated the change in the temperature in the water.
Mhm.
And he did all these things, other things where he was putting water through thin pipes like this, and he measured how much the change in temperature. And he went to Niagara Falls, and he measured climbed to the top, and he measured the temperature at the top of Niagara Falls and the temperature at the bottom. And all of this was done in his mind because he wanted to prove that the Genesis in the Bible, all of the waters churned in the darkness and all that he was calculating the energy of the initial beginning from the Christian point of view. So that was in 1950. So every religion, kind of when they meet this thermodynamics, they have to go through this. And so it's kind of it's something we all have to go through with our transformation.
All right, we are ready to actually
Look what I said after your post. I said post number 4. That is some funny stuff. I must have been laughing at my home in my computer when I read that. I just, oh, Mirza, that is some funny stuff.
What did I say? Did I reply to this?
Let's see here.
I must have said that may be your opinion,
Yeah.
but I'm going to hold on to even if I go down in history, I said nothing. I don't care. Did I say that?
Yeah, well, I told you, look.
I think I closed the chapter
I
there.
gave you three, no, you went down. I gave you three options. I said either you hold to your religious convictions, in the words
I
of the
go down
Quran,
in history.
or you go down in history.
I chose to go down in history and close the chapter.
At this point, I was trying to get Mirza to
But
recant.
now I find that you still went down. You still got digging me up.
Hey,
Now I find after 6 years that you have dug me up again. I chose to go in.
You're coming back into history again now. You're a funny guy.
So my holding on with the religious belief is
Yeah, I changed my mind. You still, people are going to have to take both of your ideas. You know, they're all going to understand that you believe in the Quran. You're not changing your mind on that. But they also going to understand that you believe in thermodynamics.
Yes.
So you're struggling with two points of view. So
Yeah.
there's some things when you talk about infinite energy. That's nothing. We've never had a measurement of infinite energy. So that's kind of it's called metaphysical theory. It's not a exact science. But if you can just go ahead and discuss that. But that's something you'll probably have a lot of readerships in the Middle Eastern world that are going to read that. But at least it's a doorway for them to get them into the discussion. So if you talk to people who are believers.
So his thermodynamic work is in exogenic work, and his religious interpretations are the endogenic, so the system is stable.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Look, the point of view that I'm holding is that in spite of all those differences, in spite of all the differences that you find in interpretation of the Mayan and the Christians and the Buddhists and the Zoroastrians, there is one thing in common. That's religion. Religion is a way of life. Religion is for adopting a way of life. You have to be simple. You don't have to go for wastages. You do not hurt anybody. Like the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments is there in each religion. If it is spoken by the Buddhists, it's the same thing. They are trying to polish the community, whatever community it may be. They are going to correct. They are doing something wrong. Morality and immorality, that is the basic point.
Look, I told
They want to.
I told him right here in 1994 the same stuff we're telling you now.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to
Quran,
listen to
in
it.
short, is rewritten of the Egyptian Book of the Dead. The so-called Prophet Abraham and his descendant Muhammad are mythological anthropomorphization of the Heliopolis' creation myth of father Ab and raw son, burn out of earth known. Say Abraham. Okay, so you deny, just for my knowledge, you deny that Muhammad ever existed.
Muhammad, I don't know for sure, but
You say Abraham didn't exist.
I know Abraham didn't exist. I know that Noah didn't exist. Moses didn't exist. Jesus didn't exist. Virgin Mary didn't exist. But Muhammad is something I haven't been able to just fully.
It's a historical fact.
Huh?
It's a historical fact he existed.
There's some. I'll show you. Let me just show you. There's certain. I probably won't be able to get the.
See, Libb.
Yeah.
These people, right after Muhammad left, these people, the Arabs, they conquered the world all together. Within 22 years, 25 years, they were half through the world.
Yeah, I believe that there are the.
Was so is
Why do you say that? It
yeah,
never existed.
that's very curious.
No,
Very curious.
there's a, for every single prophet, there's a page called that someone existed.
You might say that prophet did not exist, but the person existed or not is how can it be historically incorrect?
Well, my point of view is that the biggest one is Jesus never existed. That's a big, in the American world.
You can say that. You can say that. All right. I can actually accept it because I know for a fact that you guys follow statistics and you guys follow written.
Let's take a break.
Yeah. Sure.
We'll take a break.
Yeah.
This is
Very. I'm really very curious.
what proof do you have for the rewrite